Today on the menu, we've got the Fender Johnny Marr Jaguar. Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. But remember, you can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so by pushing that button right there. Really, really helps us out. So here we've got the Johnny Marr Fender Jaguar in new color. This is the Fever Yellow color. It's really killer. It's like I just really like the deep yellow, almost goldness of it. It's not like an OSHA yellow or anything like that. You can really see it on the back side of that. And it's a very comfortable guitar. This body is contoured very well. It's a full alder body, and it is a maple neck, one piece there, and it is a nitro finish on the back, so it will definitely wear out as you're playing and stuff like that. It's a little sticky now, but I think the point of that was that nitro, so you can, as it melts kind of into your playing style, you'll start wearing out those spots on your own, things like that. So it's a rosewood fretboard with a synthetic bone nut. This is a 7.25 radius, so it's very, very vintagey all the way across. Even the vintage closed back tuners here, the way that the trim works with the Jag trim and the roller bridge and everything, and it gets a very, very vintagey vibe. So the really cool thing about this is the way the pickups are set up on a Jag. And the point of this video is not for me to emulate Johnny Marr's sound or anything, which is it's a killer sound. Go check him out. The Smiths in the 1980s, a lot of music with them. Mine is just to present the guitar as it is and with all the different kind of tones as we switch them and things like that. Just do something really simple so you can just really hear it without it, being manipulated too much to sound like a certain thing. But these pickups, it's really not that confusing of it. You've got two switches here, two pickups, and then two knobs. This is a blade style, like a telly style switch, and it's a four-way. So when you're in position 1, you got your bridge pickup is hot. And then when you're position 2, you've got both pickups, but they're in parallel. What that means, if you don't know, is a parallel, both pickups hit the output at the same time. Position 3 here is just your neck pickup, and then position 4, both pickups, but in series. And series means the pickups run through each other before it goes to the output jack. So this is a bright switch up here. This is the general bright switch. So I can do this, and I can do a bright boost on any of the positions. This one is a bright switch for only position 4. So if you're there, if you're doing one or both. And that's pretty much it on the switches. General volume, general tone knob over everything. So it's not real complicated setup, but you can think just mathematically. There's a lot of different tones that you can do with the switches and which pickups are hot, how they're hot. I almost lost the knob, but I caught it. Did you see that? That was amazing. And then with the tone knob on the pickups also. So that's what I want to do is just, we're going to go through all the settings so you can just get a really good idea, play something real basic so your ears can hear all the differences from there. And we'll do it clean, and then we'll definitely throw a little overdrive on there so you can hear the dirty side of it. Cool, so how we've got the guitar going in, it's just simply going into Fender Deluxe Reverb amp. This is the Tone Master Series, Monster Killer amp, and it's just going on the direct out of that right into a Clarett interface in a Studio One. So for the clean portion, that's the only thing that we're doing there. So I'm just going to play something real simple, and we'll just go through all the positions so you can hear it. So remember, we're in position 1 here, so our bright switches are off, and then you just got the bridge pickup here. Position 2, so now we've got both pickups going in parallel. Right, position 3, so now our neck pickup. Remember, this is both pickups in series, so going all the way through here. now let's head back to the first position here. This is with the bright switch on. With it off. Hopefully hear a difference there. So position 2, both pickups here. This is with it on. The bright switch off. Alright, position 3. So now we've got just the neck pickup with the bright on. Position 1, both pickups, the bright switch on. And then we can also add that bright switch, remember, because that's only in position 4. Boosting. Cool, so now we're going to go back, do a little bit quicker, but I'm going to go through that same sequence that I did, but with a little bit of overdrive. So here we are in position 1. With the bright. Take that off, position 2. With the bright on. Position 3, with the bright off. Right, with the bright switch on. Right off. We can do the general bright switch. And the other one. Alright, so taking the overdrive off a little bit, I'm just going to play a little bit going through some of the different positions and just messing with the tone knob, things like that. It's nothing that's going to wow you. The point is to just kind of hear the, streamless playing with different tones that I can do. Lot of different tones going on, as without any pedals or anything else. And of course, the last thing is to get a little bit of this tremolo is going to sound like. So I'm sitting right now, I'm just sitting in position 2 with no bright switches on, everything's open up. Very drastic. Put a bit here, you can definitely, I mean, that's the beauty of this thing, is it's extremely sensitive, so I could just by tapping a little bit, very responsive. So, and as you put this in, you'll actually hear it click as it goes down there. So it's pretty deep underneath of that. But what I really like about it is you can be very subtle without even trying very hard. So it's got a really nice trem to it. So. All right, we've heard this thing on its own. So now let's hear it in the mix with some backing tracks. Let's hit it, boys. So the Johnny Marr Signature Jaguar by Fender. First of all, this is a new color. There's a few colors that it has that you can get it in, but this is the new Fever Yellow, and it's actually probably my favorite out of all of them. It's a really, really great, cool color. So very vintagey. And I'm just trying to give you an overview of what all the sounds can be like. I mean, the potential of the instrument obviously is going to come from people much, much, much better players than I am. The point is that there is a lot of tonal capabilities there. Whether you're trying to get Johnny Marr signature sound, great. But if not, you can find your own plethora of great sounds on your own just playing through this thing. So it's really, really comfy. It's a great scale length at 24 inches. Very, very fun to play. And quite honestly, it's got some weight to it. But from a sitting down standpoint, I really like the weightiness of this whole thing. I might be old enough for 4 hours of holding it. I don't know, something's going to break, because I throw out my back getting the mail. But that's a whole nother conversation. So here is my final take on this whole thing I think they nailed the vintage aspect of this whole thing, the way it plays and the way it feels and the type of sounds that you can get. It's just really, really killer. It's worth every penny. I was really, really, I didn't know a lot. I don't have a ton of experience with Jaguar, so this was one of the first, higher end Jaguars I really got to sit down with, and I'm really digging it. I really understand now why you can get some really great jazz tones out of that, and then you can get 80s British rock right out of it. So there's a lot of versatility to it, so I'm really excited about learning some more about these higher-end Jaguars. If you haven't played one, or if you want to play this one, please head down to Tarpley Music and grab it off the wall and sit down, and we will plug you in and let you rock out and play on it. It's a really killer feel, and of course, ask us any questions that you might have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some interest in some Jaguars, or maybe something about Johnny Marr. And if you did, please hit like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you'd like to know as more of these videos drop, as we drop them weekly, just turn on notifications, and we'll see you on the next one. Johnny Marr!
Bingo!